Now, they are simply gaslighting people when they say that money doesn't buy happiness. Money absolutely buys happiness. Of course, there are problems that money can't solve. Of course, you can be rich and you can still be really unhappy. But on balance, the more money you have, the easier it is to be happy. This is actually the research that they're referencing when they talk about that $75,000 number. However, the study also showed that as your income increases, your life satisfaction continues to increase. So, this research that builds on that initial study actually found a couple of interesting patterns. Number one, they found for the 20% of people who are the least happy, additional income up to $100,000 actually reduced that unhappiness. Then it kind of leveled off. Two, they found for the vast majority of people, as you make more money, you are happier. And third, they found for the happiest people, their happiness actually increased more rapidly as their income grew. And this just seems logical, right? Because we know that financial stress contributes to higher divorce rates. There are higher rates of depression among people at lower income levels. When you have more money and financial resources, you can outsource the parts of your life that are really stressful, that make you really unhappy. You don't have to put the same amount of mental energy into something like budgeting or wondering how you're going to make ends meet. You can afford to put yourself in environments that are going to contribute to your happiness. You can have hobbies. You can live in neighborhoods that feel safe, surrounded by people that you want to be friends with. You have the financial cushion to walk away from a really toxic job. I think often the money doesn't buy happiness narrative comes from this idea that people are just going to spend more money on like buying more stuff. But for most people, it's not about buying more stuff. It's about buying security. It's about having more autonomy over what your life looks like. It's about having more flexibility around how you spend your time.
Money does buy happiness. Money buys freedom. Money buys convenience. Money buys a lot of things that you need. It takes away your stress. The saying money doesn't buy happiness was said by a broke person. Was a person who's probably a socialist, was probably a person who can't get a job, who can't make any money. Because I tell you this right now, what's the number one reason why people are crashing out on social media? Money. Why are people getting upset right now? Because they're broke. Whether they were dependent on the government and they was getting money from the government for their food, their housing, their insurance. Now they not getting as much as they used to. Now you got people mad they only get $200 a month for their food stamps and they pissed when they used to get 2,000, right? And these people are upset and they go in depression and they go in anxiety. It's because they're broke. That's why. Money creates freedom, gives you convenience. It makes you happier. Money does buy happiness because when you're free, you're happy. When you have convenience, you're happy. When you can do whatever you want, when you don't have to go to that job anymore, you're happier. When you can do whatever the hell you want to do because your bank account got a lot of money in it. And a lot of money is different, is a different value for different people, right? If you got $3,000 a month and that pay for all your bills and you happy as a clam and you can do whatever you want, you have freedom. And what we have to tell people and what people are getting away from is the value of money. Everything in this world revolves around money. So how can you tell me that money doesn't buy happiness? Money doesn't open doors for me. Money doesn't put me in a situation that a lot of people can't be in. So what do you think I'm going to be chasing? What do you think I'm going to be working hard for? Money. Money can retire you. Money can put your kids in a private school. Money can pay for sports that a lot of y'all can't pay for. So what do you think that I should be doing? I should be going getting money. But we have so many people that are depressed, are crying, telling you about their problems, and they're using that to get what from you? Money, because they don't want to work for money. So I'm glad these studies have come out because the higher income, higher earner you are, the happier you are. You know what it feels like to be able to wake up whenever you want to be able to go to the store and you don't even care about inflation because you good. You don't even care about that car note because you can afford it, right? Because you have money, because you worked hard for it. You put yourself in a situation to have money. And that's what it's about. Too many people in this country that we see don't want to work hard for money. They want you to give your money to them, right? So even the beggars are asking for money. Even the people that's in lower income are asking for money and want money. But if you don't have money, you're going to be miserable because you can't do nothing. People hate their job every day because they need money, because they're not set up in a financial way to do whatever the hell they want. That is the reason why you're starting to see people hating their jobs. They don't hate the job as a whole. They hate that they can't leave that job. because of their financial situation.
As I've made more money, I have felt less stressed and I have been happier with my life. I truly believe that would be the case for the vast majority of people, and anyone who says otherwise is gaslighting you.
You know, it's very true, man. Anybody that sits in front of you and tells you money isn't everything is an idiot. And when they say that, they just want to get money from you and they don't want to work for their money. That's really what it is. These people don't want to work for their money. They want to put themselves in this situation to where they can do whatever they want, right? While not getting money. And that's not how this works. You have to get money. You have to lock in and understand the importance of money. It's good for you. It's good for your soul, right? So never sit here and listen to somebody and tell people that's telling you don't listen. Don't worry about the money. The Mom Donnies, the Katie Wilsons, the Karen Bass, a lot of these socialists that's trying to come on here and tell you tax the rich. We gonna take care of you. Don't worry about making money. No, because they want you to be a slave. They want to feed you and tell you what the hell that they want you to do because they're in control of your money. No matter what you see in America, everybody wants this one thing. Some people want to work hard for it. Some people want to invest it. Some people are going to be smart with it. And on the other side, we got people that are idiots with it. We got people who don't want to do anything for it. We got people that will do scamming and scheming and do anything they can to take it from you so they don't have to go and do the things that you had to do, such as working hard to get that money. So you can't tell me that money is not important, not just in America, in the world. Everybody's trying to get money. They're just trying to get it in a different way. That whether they're trying to con you, whether they're trying to use your emotions, whether they're trying to scam you, right? Or they try to tell you about socialism. You know, everybody's trying to get money. You know why I respect conservatives and why I'm a conservative? Because they let you know how you're supposed to survive. Capitalism, make money. The one thing I know about conservatives and I see about conservatives, what I like about conservatives, they tell you what's important. Money. They don't lie to their people and say, "Oh, you got to be poor." They don't lie to you. They say, "Make money. If you make money, we're going to make sure you straight." And I respect that. So why wouldn't you want to be a conservative if you like money? If you are voting, and this is what I tell people. We have a lot of people that say they're progressive, Democrat, socialists, but they like money. They don't want to pay taxes. So I tell you this right now. If everybody voted in these midterms, not red or blue, you just voted for green, how are you going to save your money and how are you going to make the most possible money and keep the most amount of money in your pockets? That is the way you should vote. And if y'all did vote that way, y'all will vote Republican. Y'all will vote conservative because that's what they believe in. They don't believe in taking your money and giving it to people who don't want to work. They believe in taking down the bars, taking down things, all these regulations and stuff so you can make money and keep your money. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys locking in. Hit the notification bell to see all the new videos, man. I appreciate everybody's support. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. I'm not African American, bro. I'm American. Temporary status shouldn't be 40 years. This is why we can't help single moms. We got to make snitching great again. If I see a man, he don't take care of his kids, he's a bum. Unsubscribe. I'm still going to keep going up. My issue is that you are really hard on single mothers. It will always be the woman's fault. Start snitching, y'all. I haven't seen a smart black Democrat. Let's keep it funky. Why was the woman created? It's called the No Filter Morning Show. It's straight like that.